We have a piece of land on this Mother Earth. When you put earth with water, you put a little fire and a little air in it, life begins. My life has begun on the land of Urartu. That land has made me the way I feel, the way I look, and the way I am. My parents called themselves Armenians, but I am from that land.
The cathedral has one of the most in-depth arts programs of any religious building or religious institution in the world. We do several hundred different cultural events a year. And we do cultural events to uplift the human spirit, to foster cross-cultural understanding, and we try to sort of encourage a symbiotic relationship between artists and the community. So what Onyx has proposed fits into that mission or that ministry of the cathedral.
To bring within one chapel of the Crossing Hearts, to bring the prophets Muhammad, Jesus, the Buddhists, all of the Judeo prophets, to bring them together and try an attempt of a three-dimensional alphabet that all those people can speak with. It was basically the same attempt Jesus was making 2,000 years ago. Today, at the threshold of the 21st century, when man's survival on this planet Earth is absolutely detrimental, that we have to cross a new border. We have to transcend ourselves, put aside dogma, put aside this power struggle, and come together as brotherhood and look forward, as hard as it may seem, look forward to something new. About Nazim Hikmet's life, but I've read his poem, and from his poems I have learned how a Turkish poet feels about life, about truth, about search. And he has sort of spiritually guided me in the search, because I've been searching from the Armenian point of view of to come to some understanding of truth, and Nazim Hikmet, just like Yashar Kemal, is trying. And we're all trying for the same exact thing, to just create finally a brotherhood of a global place so we can raise our kids, and it's all done with love and without decision and without separating ourselves from the goodness of God. And that's all we have. We have a little earth and we have to cherish it, and to cherish it we have to respect it, love it, and be part of it. I wanted to create an environment and put the whole idea of the 14 stations into an environment, a sort of a container and a contained. These are the spirits of one thing, and the chapel was the heart of one man. The chapel is called Chapel for Crossing Hearts. is an attempt of understanding Jesus the way Kazantzakis has tried in the Greek Passion, or the way Matisse did in his 14 Stations, and the way thousands and millions of artists have searched for thousands of years the mysticism and tried to illustrate it. This idea of these 14 stations is what one grows up or raises one's children as a path, as a way, the way the Sufis have a way. What is represented in the 12 apostles basically exist all in one Jesus. In him is the Judas, in him is the doubter, in him is the Paul and the Peter in one person. And this one person's one life cycle is the 14 stations, starting with condemnation and then the way which he takes, and then reaches the climax. I looked at the station and I tried to make a parallel between what the stations meant and how it happened in my life, how I've been raised, and was exactly the way the 14 stations were. In the village I was born in, Zahle, Lebanon, there was this man who used to come by with a box on his back, and he used to play a special tune on his trumpet. We all knew it was the storyteller. He used to put the box down, and for a nickel, he used to open one of the magnifying glasses, and inside used to roll on a canvas images that he had created. I watched the same man 5 years of my youth, and every time I watched, it was a different story. This guy came from God knows. He could have walked from Syria to Iran, through India, all over. Just this box on his back and going from village to village. The Crossing Borders project is to go from Van to Yerevan with a video crew as modern storytellers, telling the stories of each village to their neighbors, thus binding the stories of the land back together again.
It's going to be a very important thing politically, but also a very important thing religiously. By religiously, I don't mean necessarily in terms of established religion, but I mean in terms of a subjective soul religion.
After all,
His humanity
that's right.
will help people understand everyone's humanity.
The best support that anybody can give to any movement like that is to expand themselves and open their world to other people.
May the gods and goddesses bless us with their wisdom, that before more killings happen, we will find a common language and have peace in the Middle East.